Wesley James Young. I am a Rutgers College senior.
Okay, and what are your immediate post-debate reactions here?
I was interested in this debate because the candidates just seem a bit more willing to engage each other than the previous debate. Although, as I said earlier, they did sort of go back to some of their previous statements here. There was a bit more attempt to try and tear each other apart, which I found refreshing, actually. Although I am somewhat appalled at the reaction of the audience, though, in this particular bill. Actually, this was a football game, not a debate. When a man speaks, even if you agree or disagree, you say silent. That's the line parents always taught me, and that's what I expect of others. Honest and silent.
So, like, what were you were expecting the crowd to act a certain way here? And okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think that that's how it was at a lot of other colleges? That way to be doing the same thing, or?
If Rutgers is an example of a typical college student, then probably wouldn't like something like this. She does a poll because, as you can see from the audience at the actual debate, they are silent. They listen. They allow the candidates to have their say without drowning them out with their, which I like to call restraint.
What was the one issue that was brought up today that you were glad or not so glad that got brought up in this debate?
I actually was surprised to see abortion come up as an issue. Although this does yet again add another reason for discouraging President Obama. He says that this is a moral issue, and yet his idea of a moral issue is to just simply pursue it as we pursued. And I'd like to apologize right now for any type of trivializing of this vast horror, but slavery. We said it's a moral issue, but we're just going to let people go as they will with it. Let some say fear have it, let some let people go as they will. I mean, the state should just ultimately just decide on whether to regulate the medical procedure, because that is what it is, and that is the mistake people are making. They're calling it a question of privacy. No. There's nothing where the doctor can suture you in a particular way. Counts as privacy. There's regulating certain implant surgery. Counts as privacy. No. This is a question of a medical procedure and should be treated as such. There's also moral implications, but legally it is a medical procedure.
Do you think that this debate has changed the course of the campaign? I mean, we really can't tell right now, but do you think it will have implications on the rest of the campaign?
Well, it will have some impact as the various commentators do it give it a march, finally justify their own views on it, and then push it forward. So, in the end, it will steer the ship of state in some direction. What direction they'll go, I cannot say it yet.
Okay, and what do you hope students will get out of this debate?
What I hope students will get out of this is the question, how much are these guys going to cost me in the end? Because both candidates are promising big bags of money. They're promising that Uncle Sugar, I love Uncle Sugar government, will come in, sprinkle sugar around and try and sweeten up the country. And as my econ professor will say, this is just going to come in deferred taxation. Last so much taxation. The question is, who's going to be cheaper, and who's going to make sure we don't have too much inflation in the end.
Is there anything you want to say as the last thing to students across the country who might be watching?
What I'd say is, remember, the president is not a governor. We are a federal republic, and therefore the states have no responsibility for what the president does on your issues in the state.